Hey guys, how's it going? And thanks for coming. I'm Nick, and this is Real Life Money, where we talk about real life and money, because you know schools aren't. So let's get started. Are you sick and tired of working your ass off for a living and working for the man? Well, in this video, guys, we're talking about what is passive income and some examples of it. So check it out, guys. Many people get jobs and work for a living. They're part of the system. They work for the man. Now, no one really knows who this man is, but what a job is that you trade your time for money. So to increase your money, you need to increase the time that you work. If you put in 0 time, you're getting out 0 money. So this sucks, and like many people out there, they do this forever essentially. They work for the man and they go through life. Many of them barely save any money, and they work until they retire, which now is in their 60s, probably pushing to late 60s. So if you start in your 20s and you retire in your 60s, that is 40 years to work for somebody. So by now you're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, nah, I'd rather not do that. There is other ways. So if you don't want to work years and years and years until you retire, and then you can finally enjoy life and what you want to do, because you'll retire, you won't have to work anymore. Well, if we look at work in a job, that is considered active income. You are actually performing actions. You're going to work. You are working your ass off every single day. You have to put the work in to get money actively. Now, the other way is passive income. You don't have to put time in to get money out. The cool thing with passive income, you could put no time in it and then still get money out, even if you're on the toilet. This is unlike most people's and how they think, obviously. But to set this up, you do have to put time, effort, and energy into this. But once you do, that energy continues to create future income for you now. I don't know about you, but that seems like a much better deal to me. So let's start looking at some examples of passive income. Now, the first example of passive income is that there's actually a possibility that you're already doing it with savings accounts. Think about it. If you have a savings account, what happens? You get interest. You don't do anything at all, but you still get interest. It could happen every single month, maybe every quarter, depending on the account you have, but you do get interest for doing absolutely nothing. Well, the interest rates now are insignificant dirt, garbage, toilet water, so it's not a huge thing. However, it is the simplest form of passive income. Other quick examples of this type of idea of interest are CDs, certificates of deposit, very similar to savings accounts, or even bonds. If you buy a bond, you get interest from it. Moving on to the second example of passive income are stocks. There could be two sides of stocks. There could be capital gains and also dividends. This is very simple with stocks. So if you hold a stock and it goes up, you're gaining money. You're not doing anything. That is a capital gain. So that is passive income. You're not doing anything. Obviously, you have to put time, effort, and research into the stocks that you're purchasing. But when it goes up from when you bought it, you're doing pretty good. That is passive income. Now, another example of passive income in stocks are dividends, similar to interest. But for a dividend, you hold a stock, and basically the profits that the company makes, they pay back to the shareholders. If you're a shareholder, you get money. Now again, you're not doing anything. The cool part with dividends, the stock could go up, the stock could go down. Doesn't matter, you still get your dividend. Now popping off to example number 3 of passive income is real estate. All of these examples have kind of the same idea. You are putting your money to work for you. If you put in a savings account, your money's earning interest, it's working for you. With stocks, it's working for you. If it goes up or producing you income through dividends, it's working for you. And also with real estate. If you rent your real estate out, that is rental income. You're not doing anything. You're still on that toilet, but you are still getting rental income, which is passive. Your tenant could be storing dead bodies in the walls or in drums in the basement, but that's okay. You're still getting your rental income. And also similar to stocks is that it could go up in value. The real estate, especially for the long term, could appreciate, or the value of your property goes up in value. But again, looking at the rental, even if the price or the value of the house goes up or if it drops, if you have a tenant in your house, you are still getting that rent, which is usually every single month. Now let's open up to the 4th example of how you can create passive income. One example would be if you write a book. So obviously you write it. It takes time. You stay up late nights. You're sweating while you're writing it. You put time and energy into writing it and also advertising it. But once that's all set up and people start buying your book, you could essentially not be working on advertising it or thinking about it, and people could be buying it. You're getting income from that. You could be sleeping and you're getting money. Quick side examples similar to books, maybe if you create an app for like a phone or like a game, that could generate income for you. Or maybe even music, same concept, you're creating the music, and then when people buy it, you're not essentially working when they buy it. Look at Michael Jackson. The dude is, how do I put it? Dead, but is still making money to this day. Most likely more than all of us. And why is that? Because he has passive income, which also moves us up to number 5 of our examples of passive income. Little bit more difficult and complex, challenging, but they all are. However, another example is having or owning a company. And not just like a small business or regular company, but if you have employees for you. So you're not the one working for the money, your employees do the working, you just collect. Now, to become wealthy, guys, you don't have to choose just one of these passive income streams. The idea is actually to get as many as possible. You could work at McDonald's if you want, for Ronald and the man, but they don't know that you have stocks, you have real estate, and even maybe a company that's also creating income for you on the side. So you have multiple streams of income which help you gain wealth. Why most people are broke, guys, is because they trade their time for money. They go and spend, whatever, and then when it's all gone, they have to trade their time for more money. That is why we need to expand our minds. And that's why the rich will continue to get richer and the poor stays poor, because the rich use their money to make them more, while the poor spends it, wastes it, loses it. And that's essentially what passive income is, guys. Start it now so you don't have to work those 40 years until you retire, and you could enjoy it a little. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave them down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Real Life Money, where we talk about real life and money, because no one is, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.